Hello summoners, welcome back to another damage comparison video, and this one is going to be between Falcon and Blade. So Falcon here was recently buffed along with Gambit, and this guy has a lot of utility, he has a lot of damage. In my opinion, he is a little bit underrated, and the reason for that, like, his logged on ability is just so powerful. He can shut down a lot of stuff in Marvel Contest of Champions. But here of course we are talking about damage because this is a damage comparison video. And Blade, on the other hand, when he was released, he was by far the best character in the game at that time. Everybody wanted him. He is probably the most common rank 5 5-star in this entire game, and he just changed a lot of stuff in the game. Like, after he was released, a lot of the newer characters were bleed immune, and even though they are technically villain, they had different hashtag, like hashtag Thanos' army or something, just because of Blade. And we also didn't see a lot of mystic characters because of Blade, because if you have the Dormammu or Mephisto synergy, he gets Danger Sense against all the mystics, and that is an incredibly powerful ability. But that is one thing that I want to mention in the start of the video, that here we are using the Ghost Rider synergy with Blade. On the other hand, Falcon doesn't need any synergies in order to do what he is doing, and Danger Sense, it does increase his DPS by a considerable amount. So with Ghost Rider, he gets Danger Sense against all the hashtag villains. Now masteries wise, we're running the same exact mastery setup in both these clips. We are running full suicide masteries with maxed out deep wounds, because Blade does benefit a lot from deep wounds, as the bleeds are longer, so they do more damage, and you also benefit from the power gain that you get from being close to the opponent. Now Falcon, he is not that suicide friendly. He's not immune to bleed or poison. He does take recoil damage, which is the reason I went for the SP3 there, because I was kind of worried that if I keep using SP2s, then recoil will end up killing me before I kill the Red Hulk. So and like SP3 otherwise probably just slowed me down. But you're going to see it is extremely close at the end here. Blade, on the other hand, does pretty well with suicide masteries because of his insane regeneration if you have him awakened. Now my Blade here is awakened and at 200, and do keep in mind that the poison also reduces your regeneration, so this guy regens a lot. Like, if we are talking, in my opinion, he is still the best regeneration character in the game. Maybe the only one who comes close, in my opinion, is Wolverine, OG one. But with him, it's not guaranteed regeneration. Here, all you need to do is hold block, and he's probably the only character in the game who can come back to SP2 after going to SP3, and like, he can do that with SP2 and SP1 as well. So that is also a pretty good ability. Sometimes, like, you accidentally push to the wrong special attack, so yeah, you can take advantage of that. And you're going to see, like, throughout the video, he almost is at 71%. Even though we are consistently using SP2s, and because of the power gain we are using a lot of them and taking a lot of recoil damage, so that is definitely one thing to consider. So let's talk about the skill class now. We have two really powerful characters at the top, Aegon and Nick Fury, but after that there is a really big gap in my opinion, and if you ask me, the third best is probably Blade and still Spidey. Yeah, we also have Elsa Bloodstone, but Falcon, after his buff, I didn't have him, so I was kind of sleeping on him, but he's really good. I think he is top 5 skill characters in 2021, like at the moment. Hopefully Mold Man buff and Kingpin buff are good and they took over, but Falcon, he's really strong, and I would like to do a more detailed video on him. Again, I haven't been using him for a long time, so if I am missing out on some of his abilities, then do let me know in the comment section, and also let me know, who do you prefer, Blade or Falcon? Like, if you had both of them, who would you rank up? And they are, like, damage wise, here you're going to see Falcon, his damage increases a lot throughout the fight as you gain more. Are they cruelty? I'm not even sure, but you're going to see, like, pretty big medium attacks coming out of Falcon at this time, like 9,000 light attacks, 15,000, over 15,000 mediums. Blade's damage output is more consistent, like basically after the SP2 bleeds you have to do the same thing all over again, and It depends. Like there are situations where you would use one character over the other, like when you need defensive ability reduction. You could honestly use both if the opponent is a villain or a mystic, but that would take a synergy with Blade and Falcon. Just stash back and hold block. That is just extremely powerful ability, the locked on thing. And otherwise, like if you need regeneration or some node like Gimme where you want to get regeneration in order to deal damage to the opponent, then Blade is of course a really good character. There's another thing that Blade does is that he shrugs off debuffs really quickly depending on his power meter, and we have seen uses for that as well in the past. Blade is just extremely powerful. Like I remember back in the day 6.2 Mr. Sinister, he would have roadblocked me if I didn't have Blade, and even though Blade would not seem like a great option for that Mr. Sinister, with some synergies he actually was able to take him down pretty easily. So yeah, this guy, he still is very good, and if you have either of these characters, you should probably rank them up because they're really good, and overall the skill class doesn't have that many great options. But that is basically going to do it for this one, and we're done talking about the video, but I do want to talk about something else for a second here. And we recently crossed 3,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone for the channel, and I am extremely grateful for the support, and I'll probably make a special video on it. At the moment I am traveling, which is the reason you didn't see a video from me yesterday, but I still wanted to get this video out, and hopefully you have a good day. Like the video, share the video with your alliance, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and stay safe. Bye bye.